Hello friends, welcome back to my channel. Yesterday we undecorated from Christmas for the most part. You can probably see still have some garland up there. So we keep a couple lighted garlands up and a couple of wreaths, but all of the trees are down and most of the sit-around decor has been put away. So today we're going to start deep cleaning, and it's just to reset for the season. Dogs are playing. And so I'm not going to move any appliances to deep clean, but we are going to shampoo the couch and the carpets. I'm going to dust all the surfaces, clean the windows, do some spot cleaning on the walls and stuff like that. So first, I'm going to gather some of our supplies. The kitchen is already pretty clean, like surfaces are clean, all of that. There's dishes running in the dishwasher from this morning. So I'm not going to focus in here too much just because it does get cleaned a lot. We will come back. There's a couple of drawers I want to reorganize, and the pantry needs some help because we got a new puppy. We moved all of the pet food containers in there, and there's just not a lot of space. So I need to kind of fix that up a little bit now that we have another food container and they're all in there. So we'll work on that a little bit later. So I'm first gonna start with just cleaning the surfaces off, tidying everything up, picking up dog toys, and then dust everything, and then we'll get started on the floors and see how far we get. I'm gonna get started here in the dining room. If you saw yesterday's video, I kind of showed everything after we took down Christmas decor. And there was a lot more stuff on this table. It was cleaning supplies I had gotten from Target, and this box along with two others. So we got a gift for someone that came from two different places. So we had it shipped here so we could repackage it and then send it. So I went ahead and moved them into the one box, put the others outside. So that just needs to get the card filled out, packaged up, and it'll go. So for now, I'm just gonna shift stuff to one side, clean half the table, and put anything away that I can. This bin has like 3M hooks and all of that, so it was with my Christmas decor. It's just my kind of decorating bin, and right now it's holding stuff that I missed, little decor pieces, Matt's sweatshirt from last night. So just kind of as I pick stuff up, anything that needs to go upstairs, I'll just tuck into that basket and we'll take it up at that point. So I have my cleaning supplies kind of on here as well. So I'm just gonna clean this up and then continue tidying each room. We were feeding the animals here on this table, but then this picture frame fell down and scraped along the wall. Thankfully it didn't fall on the floor, it just sort of laid down. So we did get a bunch of black marks. So that's why the cats are now on the dining room table instead of over here. But I'm going to try to get as much of this off as I can. It's still blocked by the picture frame when the picture frame is up. But while we're at it, might as well try to get it off. And this other stuff I moved along with the gift in the box is our guest book from our wedding shower, and it just got thank you cards a couple days ago for that. Our shower was over Thanksgiving weekend, and it's now after Christmas. We haven't sent thank you cards yet, but better late than never. So we have the cards, and after I get the house deep cleaned, I'm going to sit down and work on that when I do some planning, probably tomorrow, but I can't sit down and do that while the house is a mess. So yeah, we're going to clean first, and we'll write cards out later. We don't use a lot of disposable cleaning products, but we do use these Swiffer dusters for the fans because they do hold on to everything and really pull it off, but we reuse them. So I will actually pull all of this hair, and it's mostly cat hair, kind of pull a lot of that off and we get a lot of life out of these since that's the only thing we use them for. But that, we do clean our ceiling fans about once a month, just as part of our regular cleaning routine. So this was done when we decorated for Christmas, and it's already a bed. So if you haven't cleaned your ceiling fans recently, take a look. But I put one Swiffer duster facing up and one facing down, and then use the one facing down to clean the top of the blade, and then the other one to clean the bottom. So I clean the top first, and I kind of knock stuff over, and then use this one to clean the bottom, and it gets those edges on each side. So we think that works really well. Really need to deadhead this plant, pull all the dead blooms off. So I'm gonna do that, but this room is pretty easy at the moment. I'm not gonna clean the whole bookshelf. Actually, I'll show you that. So this room is pretty easy for the moment. I cleaned the tables and the window ledges, and then I'll clean our little openings over here that so you can look through to the entryway. I'll clean those surfaces, but a lot of these are gonna move upstairs, I think, this week. So one bookshelf will stay, but the other two and this love seat will be going upstairs, and then we're getting a new dog crate that has like a tabletop for our new puppy. So that then will go where these two bookshelves are. So I'll dust off this one, I think. I don't even have the light on in here. Goodness. There we go. So I think I'm gonna try to decide what is staying down here in terms of what we want on the bookshelf that's gonna stay down here to look nice, but also stuff that we tend to use down here. And then everything else is gonna get kind of piled on these two, and then maybe later today I'll move it upstairs, but I want to vacuum the spot where they're gonna go first. So I'm just gonna kind of dust this one and probably not dust the other two until I move them. I thought the cats broke this, but it kind of looks like it rotted. A lot of my plants need some love, but it's almost January. As the days start to get longer, they'll wake up a little bit more, so I'm going to wait until later in January to kind of replant. Either just pull them out and give them some fresh potting soil and put them back in the same pots, or if things need potted up, or just give them some fertilizer. But while I'm moving them around, we're going to go clean some of the dead stuff off of them, make them look a little bit nicer. I just watered them about 2 days ago, but some of them were really, really dry because I've been trying not to overwater them. So I'm going to check them again and see how the soil feels, and I might give them some more water. But I'm going to clean some of these up before we put them back. So I lied, I said I just wasn't going to do this, but now that we're in it, I'm just going to decide what we're moving over. I'll go ahead and clean these off. These now empty Christmas bins that were still down here. I'm going to pile some stuff in, and then I'll take all of this upstairs before we vacuum down here and stuff, just to make sure I can vacuum under here, and we'll get all that done. Tell me what you think, though, if we should leave this on this side and then put the dog crate behind us, or if I should do one bookshelf over here and with the art. So this picture that was at the top matches the 4 other pieces. So I liked having it here as a transition, but now we're going to have this wall open. So I don't know if maybe I should hang it above the crate or get something else and keep this up there. I'm going to keep it up there for now, but we'll see. It's a lot of changes all at once, so let's keep that there, get the crate in here, and we'll see how it feels in a couple of weeks. But let me know what you think. Okay, so we went ahead and moved everything upstairs, which probably means I'm not gonna get to declutter the cabinets and the entryway today. I still need to vacuum the whole downstairs and shampoo the carpets. And I wanted to shampoo the couches. But I also want to sit down tonight, and if I shampoo them now, I won't be able to sit on the couch. So I might actually wait to shampoo the couch until morning, like first thing before I start all of the other cleaning. So then by the time I'm done, I can actually sit down. So we're gonna go ahead and vacuum in here. I will still vacuum and steam clean the entryway. We're gonna wash the rugs. I washed all of the couch blankets already, so those are in the washer, ready to go to the dryer, and the rugs can go in, and then we can vacuum and shampoo the carpets. So we move this stuff upstairs, so I'm going to vacuum here and then move this love seat against the wall for now, but again, it will be relocating, hopefully by the end of the week, and our new dog crate will go here, and we'll see how that looks when it gets here. But for right now, I really like this one bookshelf here. I try to just keep stuff that we use, so these are pretty books on the ends, and then in the middle are all of the books I'm currently reading or want to read next. I'm really bad at reading multiple books. I like get tired of one, so I'll stop and start another one. So I think I only finished 2 books in all of last year, but I have like 6 up here that I'm halfway through. So one of my goals for this year is to pick a book and finish it, so I could actually say I finished a book before moving on to the next one. So this one, this one, this one, this one, this one, this one, that's it. Those, I'm halfway through them. And I actually have another one in my work bag that I'm halfway through. So I need to finish a book. That's a goal for each month. And I don't know if it'll actually be finish a book, but to find time each week to read, and we'll see how that goes. But I'm going to talk more about my goals for 2024, or just the month of January. I do kind of reassess my goals monthly. So after the house is clean, tomorrow evening or Friday, I don't know what day of the week it is, I'm going to sit down and write out some of my goals for the year, do my January plan, and kind of get reset before I go back to work next week. So I'm going to go ahead and start vacuuming this room, and then we'll dust the entryway a little bit, and vacuum in there, and then we'll shampoo all the carpets. already up or if we put it up the next day. So I've never really lived with these like this without a Christmas tree in the middle. So we got the tables. It's a set of 3, if you can tell. They nest technically, but I don't really want them fully nested. I'm left-handed, so I really want a table on this side. I think I'll sit in this chair more than in that one. That'll be more like putting shoes on kind of spot. Yeah, I actually think these would be really nice kind of tucked into this corner together. Then we'd have still an open space over there. So I think this fills out the space pretty nicely for now. And yeah, let me know what you think and if we should move it around a little bit. Hopefully, this plant has been very eaten by the cats, so hopefully we'll start to leave it alone and it can recover with a little more sunlight. Down here in the window, this is a north-facing window and this is an east-facing window. So this room gets a lot of indirect sunlight. As the sun's coming up in the morning, it comes in the front a little bit, but then for sure on this side until it gets up kind of past the house. And right now with no leaves, it shines in. In the summer, it gets shaded out pretty quickly, but yeah. I think that I like this. Seems good. Sit here and read. Maybe I should put one of my books that I'm in the middle of actually on the table. Maybe that would encourage me to read it more. It doesn't look that bad on camera, but this is where the cats always lay. So Leo lays in this chair and Chance lays in the other one. We've only had him like a month and they claimed him immediately, but if I rub my hand over it, you can see all of the cat hair. So this is a new pair of shoes that I got. All of my boots were several years old and they were falling apart. So I bought 3 new pairs, like a black, a brown. Oh, I think I was gonna get green and I never actually ordered them. So black and brown. And I tried these on and they kind of hurt my feet. They are wides, but they still felt really tight. And I was like immediately like, no. So I put them back in the box, but then I never mailed them back. And I think I'm going to give them a second chance. I also bought a black pair and I had the same reaction when I first put those on. But obviously I've worn them a few times now and they've broken in. So I was like, oh yeah, it's been so long since I bought new shoes. I forgot you have to break them in and they might be a little uncomfortable the first few times you wear them. So I'm going to give these a chance. I think they're really cute. So I'm going to get this box recycled and out of here. And then I'm also going to get rid of this purse. It's falling apart. It has holes all across the front here. And I really, really love it. Or I used to, and again, it's something I hadn't used in several years, so I thought I would bust it out. We went to the aquarium a few months ago, and I thought this would be really nice to like have a lot of snacks in and stuff like that. And it was just really heavy and kind of hurt to carry around and like dug into my shoulder and stuff. And I tried to use it again one day when we went out to a vineyard or something with Hank, so I had some water and his bowl and some toys and all of that. Like, it's a good bag for carrying a lot of stuff, but it just really hurts. So I think I just need to get a different large bag, or honestly, we just like throw stuff in our hiking bag and take that as our like doggy bag. So I think I'm just gonna stick with that. So I'm just gonna not throw this away. I'll send it to fabric recycling. So I have a bag for that upstairs in the linen closet. So I will move that up there, and when those bags get full, it's like a postage paid bag, and when the bag gets full, you send it in. So I just keep that in the linen closet, and as socks get holes in them or stuff like this, I put any of that in there to recycle. So and then we have our extra wedding invitations down here. We had like 250 people on our list that we wanted to invite, and we can only have 150. So as people are RSVPing no, we get to invite more people from the list. So it's always sad when someone can't come, but then in this case it's also exciting because we get to send out the next person on the list. So I just keep those here so it's close to the front door, and we can just grab them and get those sent off as we need to. But this looks so much better. I have one coat to put back in here. This one is a little bit warmer. This is waterproof, standard jacket. And this one's just a little cuter. A little bit, I don't even know if it's warmer, it's just fluffier. So it's just nice to have a couple options. But we just put a few little hooks here, screwed them into the top board, so we could use this as a coat closet because we didn't have any storage up here in the front. Okay, so let's get back to our regular scheduled cleaning.